Hi folks, me again. I'm sure I'm the last person anybody wants to see, but yeah, well, it's my channel, what do I... Today I'm going to continue talking about things that bug me. Now, as most of you should know, I work for Walmart, but there's a lot of stupidity in it. I'm a maintenance associate, so I end up cleaning bathrooms. Again, not so bad of a job. Most people are pretty good about, picking up after themselves. Their parents raised them right. But then there are those few who just ruin it for everybody, especially the people that have to clean it up. I'm referring to two very specific instances that happened to me recently. And of course, all of you guys can preface this by saying, this is part of my job, that's what I'm supposed to do, but still, it's very irritating. I mean, I would think that people would have some respect for the institution that is feeding them, clothing them, and giving them what they need to survive. Not to mention just a wonderful place to go ahead and shop anyhow. I mean, come on, y'all. Have some respect. This is not a place to destroy. We give this to you as a courtesy, but we don't have to. The two instances that I speak of are someone, I don't know who, they decided they were going to relieve themselves shortly before leaving the store with items that didn't belong to them. He decided that he was going to leave this very large remnant behind. And I don't know what happened, but he must have gotten it all over his hands because it was smeared across the wall. And it wasn't just a little smear. It was that long. And it was coiled. So it became very difficult to clean. And the smell was awful, as you can very, very well imagine. And really just ticked me off that this person decided to do that. And on top of that, they grabbed like 5 or 6 different DVDs and unwrapped them, stole them, and left the little plastic things in the toilet. And the way it was done, it looked so much like a piece of artwork. Like the person had arranged it deliberately like that. I honestly wondered what the guy was thinking when he did it. It just didn't make any sense why this guy would do it in such a certain manner that was clearly deliberate. It was disgusting. And then 2 days ago, it'll be 2 days from the day this video gets posted. It's yesterday for me. Someone decides they're going to again relieve themselves and mess with the little water distribution node on the urinal, and they flooded it. Just flooded it. And thank God one of our overnight maintenance associates was around, and they heard the problem, so they went in and shut it off. And I was one of the only ones available to clean up the mess. The water was everywhere on the floor. Now again, this is part of my job, so I'm not really complaining about that so much as I am the lack of respect from some of these people. I mean, I don't know. Are you guys just out there to mess with us? Is that honestly is what it seems like from our perspective. Now, I mean, I'm sure you guys are thinking, no, this would be cool, let's mess with Walmart associates. No, not cool. I mean, it's like, were you people raised in a barn? I mean, come on, folks. Show a little respect for the working man. I don't go into your place of business and trash it, do I? So the other thing that bugs me are car commercials, insurance commercials, pretty much any commercials, Sprint, Verizon, AT&T cell phone, the idiotic commercials. You watch these commercials and you're like, my IQ just dropped. It's like watching Napoleon Dynamite in 2 minutes as opposed to 2 hours. Longest 2 hours of my life that I'm never getting back. But specifically in credit card commercials. Double rewards, the double mile rewards commercials with Alec Baldwin. It's unreal how stupid they are. They have him sitting on a conveyor belt on top of suitcases that have been arranged as a throne. Why would you do that? Why would you put someone in such a precarious position? And to me, Alec Baldwin has always seemed to be, for lack of better terms, he was an arrogant prick. He's so conceited, and he exudes that quality, that haughtiness in his presence, and his tone, and his voice, and I mean everything. We all have that ability, but his just comes. But on a lighter note, I've got 3 days off coming up, and I'm going to use them to make videos because my last 3 videos have gotten some amazing responses, and I'm actually rather pleased. And please, please keep it up. I like this response. I like the give and take from you guys to me and back again. I do plan to make more videos and possibly some better ones in the future, especially if money starts to work its way proper. I should be getting a real video camera, and I'll be standing up, doing more things with my hands. Something to look forward to is going to be my practical joke episode, which I plan on doing fairly soon. You know, just the typical practical jokes from like the 50s and the 60s. Also, a friend of mine named Jesse Quintana. He's another YouTuber. He's got a few videos out. You should go look him up. I'll have him in a link right down there. Most of my viewership is in Lubbock, Texas. That's where I live, by the way. For those of you who do live here, there is a restaurant in town that my sister used to work at, and I happen to enjoy consistently. It's called Buns Over Texas. It's a burger joint, but they don't serve just burgers. They've got chicken strips, they've got salads, they've got, you know, fish and other things like that. I've always enjoyed it, and if those of you who live in Lubbock, Texas want a good meal, it's relatively cheap, and I'm talking no more than $20 for 2 or 3 people, depending on what you get. 2 people can eat for $12. I'm going to sign off.